Well, hello there. Welcome to the basement. We've done it, people. We have made it through the week. The holidays are upon us. Literally, tomorrow's friggin' Christmas Eve. But we've reached that point in time where we deserve our reward for making it through the week. What is this reward you speak of, you ask? Well, I'll tell you what that reward is. That reward is your brain chemical status altering substance of your choice. Be it sippy, chewy, or smoky. And to go along with said brain chemistry altering substances, we get some dope nerdy talk. That is our reward. First part optional, obviously. But that is our reward. We made it through the week. We can consume and talk that nerdy shiz. Hope y'all are ready. I'm ready. But first, let me remind you that this right here is a Saturday Night Chill. Welcome one and all to the basement. Merry early Christmas. This hat is too fucking small and I don't care. How is everybody tonight? Y'all ready for Christmas? Who do we got? Bradley. Holy fuck. Bradley O'Brien. Bro. I haven't seen you since like my early equipment. How have you been, man? Good God. Alan Copeland, what's up? Brooke. How you doing? David B. is up in here tonight, too. What's going on, everybody? You guys ready for the holiday? Oh, shit. Yes, definitely. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, or happy Festivus, if you roll like that. One of the few things I actually like about Seinfeld. But that's a whole nother subject. What we got in here? People greeting each other. Everyone seems to be doing all right. Brooks got a 4-day weekend next weekend. Hoo-de-hoo. Nice. Overall, Bradley, I've been doing all right. I literally just came off a week of COVID. Tested positive, not yesterday, but a week ago Friday. And then finally tested negative 2 days ago. So, but outside of that, it's been all right. Shit, it's been so long. I got a whole new job and all kinds of fun stuff now. I actually got a whole new rig. I'm actually working on a desktop PC now. Like, that's like a tower. Not just my laptop anymore. Like a real tower and shit. Oops. I keep doing that. I got to figure that out. I may have to reorganize my mic here. Dual monitors now, and this is all because my wife's awesome. Brooke says, watched Rebel Moon last night, but was mostly busy with work stuff for holidays. I enjoyed Rebel Moon. Not surprised with how it turned out, though. Yeah, it was all right. I had an interesting conversation with somebody earlier. It says, I've been here since we spoke about... You haven't... Oh, wow, the Ahsoka stuff. Wow. After that, you disappeared. Yeah, it's been a minute then. Oh, I love this new PC. This thing is the bomb. I mean, you saw it can handle at least, not that graphics-heavy game being streamed. So, it was pretty sweet. Hey, Mr. Griffin. Yeah, this year did go by fast, Brooke. Well, welcome back, Bradley. It's good to have you. And it's always good to have everybody else, of course. But, Bradley ain't been here in a minute. How you doing, Mr. Griffin? How was your week? Yeah, Harris Heller's the bomb. I was scrolling through his albums to figure out which one I wanted to play for this stream, and then I literally saw one with candy canes on the cover, so I said, that's it. I didn't even listen to it. I'm just like, if it's got candy canes on the cover, it's appropriate for this weekend. Also, cheers, prost, slancha, l'chaim, whatever your toasty toast is. Happy holidays. And Merry Christmas. Yeah, Harris Heller is really dope for the streaming music, I must say. I think he's pretty much all I use. I just like bebop through his albums and pick out one I think will match the combination of my mood and the mood of the stream in general. So, this time candy canes on the cover. Pretty easy decision for me. So, what is on the agenda tonight? Oh, wait, I'm supposed to know that. Never mind. Well, obviously, we're going to be talking about Marvel. Of course, since I made it all over the thumbnail and the title and stuff. But there's a couple other things to chit-chat about that we'll do before we get to the Marvel. And that's for a couple reasons. One, Marvel's what we're going to take the longest to talk about probably. And two, I need to be on my second drink before we talk about Marvel. So... Lotus! What's up, bruh? How you doing tonight? So, our choices, I'll let you guys pick. We got 3 things I want to talk about before Marvel. Got Rebel Moon. We got a teensy bit of DC news. And we got next year's Star Wars slate. Rebel Moon, little DC news, next year's Star Wars slate. Which one of those 3 do you guys want to talk about first? Ooh, what kind of sandwich? Bradley's going to make a sandwich. Sandwich good. So what's it going to be? A Rebel Moon, Star Wars slate, DC. Y'all pick. Cheese sandwich. Nice. You still have to watch Rebel Moon? Okay. Well then, DC or Star Wars? Since everyone has not yet seen the Rebel Moon. the rebellious, what do you want to call it? The satellite that's throwing a tantrum. All right, we will not talk about Rebel Moon, since there's 2 of you who have yet to see it. It's no problem. Not a problem at all. Yeah, you guys need to watch it, if for no other reason than so we can freaking talk about it. Hey, man, take your time making your sandwich. Make sure it's delicious. Mr. Bradley O'Brien sore. Do I literally need to go get a coin for this shit, yo? And by the way, did everyone hit like? Let's just get that out of the way real quick, because one of these days I'm going to figure out how to... Actually, you know what I can do? Bear with me for a couple moments here. La da da. Cool. There we go. That is now pinned as a reminder to you guys, and for anybody in the next couple of people that pop in late, that'll be pinned for them too. Screw it, I'll stay a viewer of my own stream. Why the hell not? All right. Start with Star Wars stuff. Okay, so in terms of like scoopage or leakage, nothing. What we do have to discuss is the 4 shows, because, you know, they still don't have a goddamn movie. The 4 shows that are coming out next year and what we think of them. Oh, also, if you guys have watched What If, the first episode or 2 that have come out, then we could talk about that as well, because I thought those were dope. But that's possibly for later. Star Wars. So, next year, the year of our Lord 2024, Star Wars is giving us, in no particular order, Bad Batch, The Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, and Tales of the Jedi Season 2. And that's Bad Batch Season 3 and the final one. Justin! Guess what, buddy? We got a couple people that haven't seen Rebel Moon, so we won't be talking about that. I know you're depressed. I know I just made you sad. Yeah, well, there is only the first 2 to be seen. They're dropping 1 a day, so we'll get an episode 3 tomorrow, and then 4 or 5, blah, 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 blah. Y'all know how that shit works. I don't have to Captain Obvious it for you. Yeah, I know. Those are pretty dope, weren't they, Mr. Griffin? But yeah, so, one mo again, just so you guys get it. Bad Batch Season 3, the final season. I know, right? You're just so sad that we're not going to talk about Rebel Moon. Tales of the Jedi Season 2, Skeleton Crew, The Acolyte. That's what we get next year. Not much. Just talking a little smizak and going over the 4 shows that Star Wars is dropping next year that I just listed. Do you need that one more time? Did you get back after? And how did your sandwich turn out? So y'all think you got questions. I got questions. But yeah, just in case. One mo again. Bad Batch Season 3, the final season. Sandwich came out great. Nice. So, Bad Batch Season 3, the final season. Tales of the Jedi Season 2, hopefully nowhere near the final season. The Acolyte and Skeleton Crew. I'm not sure what order those are going to be in, but that's what we get next year. I mean, yeah, sometimes you just got to have a cheese sandwich, Bradley. That is for sure. Town of Mr. Griffin is pretty wait and see when it comes to the Acolyte. Like, it sounds good on paper. Like, the premise actually sounds pretty cool. Like, it's 100 years before the prequels, like at the very tail end of the High Republic that Disney's been trying to pimp for years now that I have read nothing of. But you got some Siths, you got some Jedis. There's a Wookiee in there, and I'm pretty sure the Wookiee's a Jedi. Probably like Gunji's dad. Maybe his grandpa. Because, you know, them Wookiees are pretty long-lived. But, you know, with the Jedi being, you know, taking the Force kid and leaving the village out to hang dry sounds like, you know, something they would be doing at that point in time. Chick gets pissed off, finds herself a Sith, although I'd like to know who this Sith is and where the fuck they came from, and are they actually a Sith, or are they just a dark side user, because there is a fucking difference. Just like there's a difference between a light side Force user and a Jedi. It's one of those, all of these are one, but the other one is not necessarily all these. You know, like all Jedi are light side Force users, but not all light side Force users are Jedi. You can apply that to Sith too, just, you know, Sith and dark side. I think that's what a lot of people like. A lot of people just use Jedi and Sith when it's not always applicable. And if they would think about that, sometimes they might argue about a couple things here and there less. Justin is actually really here for the Acolyte, but everything else you kind of don't care. Tales of the Jedi, you don't care? Really? I can see you not giving a crap about Bad Batch or Skeleton Crew. I personally love Bad Batch, so I'm excited for Bad Batch. But Tales of the Jedi was sick. More so the Dooku arc, but it was still sick. Like, basically, I'm, like, automatically stoked for the animated shit, personally. Again, the Acolyte sounds really good on paper. And then Skeleton Crew, we don't really know shit. Like, we know that Jude Law is some kind of Force user. And that he ends up escorting kids somewhere. I've heard both the normal Star Wars galaxy, and I've heard the galaxy Peridea is in. So, yeah, Tales, that's right. But yeah, so that's like literally all we know. Jude Law is some pseudo Force user type escorting kids in a ship. Now, is that in print yet? Because last I knew, Mr. Griffin, that was only an audiobook. Laura, Merry Christmas to you too. And Happy New Year to you as well. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hope you've been well overall. I know it can't be fucking, you know, puppies and gingerbread cookies all the damn time, but hope overall it's pretty cool with you. Anybody else? As far as you know, it's just an audiobook? Okay. Well, maybe I'll do a free trial of Audible, listen to that, and then tell them to fuck off. I mean, I did that with Fubo to watch Michigan, Ohio State. don't have cable. I only give them money because, like, they have the fastest Wi-Fi. Oh, that's right. It would be Christmas Eve for you already. Over there in the Emerald Isle. It's what, 1:22-ish in the morning for you? You're only 4 hours ahead, right? Mr. Bradley O'Brien. Like, the only thing I'm worried about for the Acolyte is the script. 2:22. Oh, fuck, you're 5 hours ahead. All right. Like, the story is the only thing I'm worried about for that show. The premise is cool. Started, yeah, so you're 5 hours ahead. Damn, bruh. Well, thanks for staying up. Appreciate that a lot. I really, really do. Yeah, premise is dope, but how they expand upon that premise and show it to us. Because, I mean, let's face it, their stories have not been the strongest. Yep, you're on your holidays. Visiting Ireland is definitely on my bucket list. I've got a certain percentage of Irish in me. I'm not sure what it is, but I know it's there. I mean, this all this all used to be red, like my mustache you can still see kind of is. But my whole beard is red, even though what's left of my hair is straight brown. What's left of my hair is straight brown. I forgot how far below the mic I went. What if I can get it to stand? Nope, it will not stand. Oh well. If I come to Ireland, you'll bring me to an Irish game called hurling if you're into sports. Oh, I like sports. Now, you're not talking about, like, logs, are you? Because my fucking shoulders and knees are not going to have that shit. No, that's caber tossing. That's Scottish stuff. Never mind. Does that involve, like a rock and a sling? Or was it javelins? Or what the fuck is hurling, bro? Who needs to check their DM on Discord? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? No, seriously, is that for me? Yeah. I was talking to Mr. Griffin. Whose DMs are you sliding in, sir? Me? Okay. Hey, Daniel. I can cheers you for real right now. Ching. Hurling is like Irish rugby? Aw, shit. What's up, Jared? Welcome in. For sure, have all the newcomers hit the like, and have any of you that were here earlier been slacking with sticks? Okay. So it's what, the cricket made fun? Includes a hurl and a ball, 2 goals, and 15 players. Oh. Or so are we talking, obviously not exactly, but kind of in the neighborhood of a lacrosse kind of deal? Is that what we're talking about? Rugby. See, I used to play me some American football back in the day. Never did try the rugby. If I was 15 or so years younger, I probably would. I am, unfortunately, almost 50. That shit not happening, but I'd be happy to watch that shit for sure. That sounds like it's a lot of fun to watch. I may have to look up some videos. Hurling is not rugby. Okay. Well, either way. I'll still look up some videos. Because I do like sports. Very much. Not even close to rugby. Is it like lacrosse? I'm going to figure this shit out, damn it. Without looking it up. Well, if it's anything like lacrosse, it's still a rough game. It is like lacrosse? Alright. Yeah, I can kind of see that in my head then. Yeah, no, that shit gets rough on the... that shit... They play on a pitch? It's nowhere near rugby. Cool. Is that a pitch that they play on, too, for that game? Because, yeah, no, there's a lot of physical contact in the lacrosse. I don't imagine it's any different for the hurling. Lots of shoulder to shoulder and some elbows to ribs and shit like that. Yeah, I'd totally be down for that. Lacrosse, the good one these days? Oh, the good old days? Did you used to play some lacrosse, Jared? Or did you just watch it, or what? You a fan? Like, I know of lacrosse. I've seen a little bit of footage here and there. But, excuse me. It's not something I've ever really just been like sat down and be like, all right, I'm gonna watch me some fucking lacrosse. Play from 3rd grade through high school? Damn! They're different types of sticks. Okay. It's all about what stick you're given. You don't know anything about the hurling sport? Well, I mean, it sounds like a, that side of the ocean kind of thing. Well played, Daniel. I knew I could count on you. May is when to watch the lacrosse? All right. You'll have to remind me. I think I could probably check that out. Because, like I said, I've seen a little bit of footage and it looks cool. But I've never actually sat down and watched it. I don't really understand the rules. Like, while not identical, hockey and soccer actually have similar rules. That'd be football to David and Bradley. You just set a timer? Good, thank you. Yeah. Daniel says, in all seriousness, lacrosse is an incredible sport to watch. Nice. I should really try to watch more, honestly. Says Hurley can do more damage. Ooh. Because when our hurls are broken, hurls is the stick. Okay, so when our hurls are broken, we get street band on our... Oh, we get a steel band on your hurls. Oh, shit. By the way, it'd be better if I told you in person, because it would be easier. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it would be easier, but this stream isn't all just for nerdy news. It's about chatting about whatever, bruh. And right now, the master of the stream wants to know about some fucking hurling. You guys are the best. Hockey and lacrosse have some similarities. Lacrosse has some common with basketball too. The way you run the offer and set picks in basketball is basketball-esque. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I get it. That's cool. Like, I kind of see what you're talking about, thinking about the footage I've seen. Steel bands on your hurl sticks, though. That's, yeah, ow. That's a whole lot of fucking ow. That's a shit ton of ow. It's a lot of goddamn ow. All right. DC. The only hurling David's done is down the toilet, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like to say it all, every time I've hurled, it's been down the toilet, but there's been plenty of outside hurling. And the occasional not where I really wanted to hurling. Unfortunately. And yes, alcohol was involved in those. Yeah, when I have some semblance of control, I'm generally good. And the game goes on for 60 minutes, Bradley says. Wow. Jared, out the car window on the highway. Yep. Yeah, hurling does mean, yes, the vomitus. The blowing of chunks over here in Merck. It's when you throw up. You hurl. Bleh. That kind of thing. Damn. Ugh, what is with my fucking eyeball right now? It's annoying as shit, I tell you. Yeah. But yeah, so Mr. James Gunn, whom we all know. Yes. Yep, like vomit, puking, blowing chunks. David or Daniel says, if you blow chunks and she comes back, she's yours. But if you spews and she bolts, it was never meant to be. Wayne. Yes. Party on, Wayne. Wayne's World. My childhood. Anyway. So yeah, Mr. Gunn announced that Superman Legacy will be beginning filming in March. Is anyone actually excited about this project? I will tell you one reason that I am looking forward to the fact that it's starting filming in March is because depending on how early in March it starts filming, probably within the first week or so of April at the latest, we should start getting some fucking set leaks and get some good tea. But other than that, I'm still I've not been given a reason to be excited for this movie yet. I mean, the cast is pretty cool for the most part so far. But like he's using like the second or third, like the third version of the Green Lantern. And some dude named Metamorpho. And like, I know he's premising the whole thing on the fact that like it's not an origin thing. Like, you know, metahumans and superheroes and all that shit is like already in full swing. But I'm a little concerned that it might be too busy. Anyone watching the Avengers that's coming out next year? Well, yeah, there's no Avengers coming out next year. If you're talking about an actual Avengers titled movie, the first one of those is supposed to be in 25 or 26. I think it's supposed to be 26. But yeah, we got like years before an Avengers titled movie is coming out. Unfortunately. David's 50-50 hopeful, but preparing for the worst. Yeah. I can totally dig that. I definitely can totally dig that. Like, I'm just kind of still at the point where, like, I'm waiting for, you know, something cool to come out that'll be like, okay, James is cooking. I haven't seen anything like that yet. And honestly, I wonder if DC runs that tight a ship over there to where not a lot gets out. You know, we get our fair share of Marvels and Star Wars leaks. Don't really get a whole lot of DC, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Interesting. I have not yet seen Aquaman 2. I am going to see Aquaman 2. I have a responsibility to both my wife and this channel to go see Aquaman 2. You think it looks good? Cool. No spoilers, just give us your number on 1 to 10, Daniel. No more details. Just that. Jared says, I have creative faith in Gunn. Clearly not a great face of the company. Yeah, but I have hope for his movies. Laura asks, was shitty in it? Daniel gives it a 7. Cool. Laura, I presume you're talking about Amber Heard? I can only guess. It's just a guess. Because you said shitty and she literally shat the bed. Like literally. Not well, both literally and metaphorically. But yeah, she shat the bed. immaculate guess. Yeah. Well, if we're talking about that, the sheets are no longer immaculate. Daniel. But he saved his wife's character from being axed. I mean, yeah, technically, I think you do see her face in the movie. I'm guessing for not much. Don't confirm any of this, Daniel. I'm just guessing. But I'm guessing not much. Excuse me. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to go see it. Like I said, I have responsibility to my wife and this channel, and I'm a fan of Jason Momoa. Daniel, I said a fitted sheet, not a shitted sheet. No matter how we're interacting, whether you're on this stream or whether we're both in the same chat, good God, Daniel. Jared says, if it's a 7, that's a dub in my eyes. You know what? I'm inclined to agree with that. If I walk out of that theater going, you know what? Not bad. I'll be happy. Kind of like the Marvels. Bradley can't wait to get an NFL jersey after Christmas. What NFL jersey might you be getting, sir? And is it just of a team, or is it of a particular player as well? I happen to have a couple of jerseys. I want a lot more than I have, but, you know, those shits are expensive. No spoilers, but Orn was great. You know, he looked like he was doing a good job in the previews. Exactly. Just don't be terrible, and that's solid, right? Yeah. Getting Cincinnati Bengals. Are you aware of what happened to them this evening? On my time this evening, you're getting Burrow. Well, Burrow's a badass. I am definitely a fan of him and his talent, for sure. Yeah, Joe Burrow jersey is peak. But, yeah, Pittsburgh done prison sex their ass tonight, though. It was like, it was bad. Oh, you did see that? Okay. Look, it's not your year. Well, when Burrow gets injured, that's never good for you guys. Well, it's when the starter goes down, it's generally not good for any fucking NFL team. Like, that's pretty much facts in that league, but yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always next year. I'm just proud of my Lions right now. We can actually clinch our division for the first time in like 30 fucking years tomorrow. When we trot into Minnesota. Going to Minnesota to play the Vikings. No, Joe's not your only hope, but he's a lot of it. He is a lot of it. Oh no, because Joe is your only hope. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say only hope. Oh, no, I get you, bro. I don't know about only hope, but yeah, he's definitely a very, very, very large chunk of it. Definitely a very large chunk of it, for sure. Well, Goff is a very large chunk of my Lions' hope, so. Yeah. Yeah, like, part of me is really looking forward to Legacy. I have to admit, part of me is, it's like, ugh. Because I do like some of James Gunn's work when he's not being overly self-indulgent. Like, for example, I hate The Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad that David Ayer directed. The Suicide Squad. The most recent version that was all Gunn. Matt Cave, what's going on, bruh? Yeah, Jamar's a badass. How you doing, Matt? Has everyone hit the likey? Oh, shit. I haven't even hit the likey by cheating on my phone. Boop. There we go. Merry early Christmas to you, Matt. Appreciate you stopping in. Are you familiar with next year's Star Wars slate, and how do you feel about it? That's what we started with. And then if you have any thoughts about Superman Legacy, and we're only talking about that because it's supposed to start filming in March. That's where we're at right now. You just finally beat the new MK1. It was insane. Nice. Did you, like, get all the fatalities and all that cool stuff, and was it nice and awesomely gory? Jared says, technically Falcons, but you're not too into it. Georgia, Bulldogs. Go Dogs. So I prefer keeping up with those guys. Well, then you would be familiar with my former quarterback, who is now quarterback of the Rams, one Matthew Stafford, I would assume, as that's where we drafted him from. Oh, using Game... Yeah, Game Pass is a good way to do it, that's for sure. I ain't paying for that shit, but... Oh, well, let me inform you, Mr. Matt Cave, of next year's upcoming slate for the Star Wars. Bad Batch Season 3, which is also the final season. Tales of the Jedi Season 2. The Acolyte. Skeleton Crew. We get 4 shows next year. Big old 4 shows. Jared says, oh yeah, Stafford is in my top 3 favorite players of all time. Nice. So you watched plenty of the Lions while he was there? For better or for worse? Yeah, well, there was a lot of worse. And it was not his fault. That's an epic lineup, Matt says. I hope they're all bangers. I mean, I know I'm definitely pumped for the animation. Both Bad Batch and Tales of the Jedi. And the Acolyte, I think the premise sounds really good. I'm waiting to see how they actually put the story itself together. And Skeleton Crew, I don't... Like, honestly, we don't know shit. We know that it stars Jude Law and some kids. And that Jude Law is a Force user. We don't know what side he leans to. And that he somehow ends up watching over these kids. And I've heard that it takes place... I've heard that it's one of 2 places it's going to take place. Either in the normal Star Wars galaxy, now that I finally remembered how to phrase words. Jesus. Yeah, so it'll be in the Star Wars, the regular Star Wars galaxy, or it could be in the new Peridea galaxy. The galaxy that Peridea is in. Which actually I think would be dope, because they could end up being Ahsoka and Sabine's ride home if that's the case. So, Tales of the Jedi has so much potential. Fuck yeah, it does. I just want to know if they're going with like completely different Jedi this time, or if they're going to do more Ahsoka and Dooku, or what. I'm very curious to see what they got coming this time. And they need to do fucking Tales of the Sith. That's what they need to do. And like going to the way back. Give us some Malgus. Give us some Nihilus. Give us some Revan. Give us some Bane. Jared says, not very into Bad Batch. Tales is insanely good. Fuck yeah. I watched the double premiere of Bad Batch. Thought it was quite good, but I just don't really care about the characters. Those characters. Well, is there any more Ahsoka story to tell apart from post-Ahsoka show? I mean, they could actually show when, oh, what's his fucking name? God damn it. I can see him and I can hear him. I can hear his animated Clone Wars voice. This is the dude that always calls her Little Ahsoka in the Clone Wars. With the fucking looking like the Optimus Prime shit on his face. What is his fucking name? But yeah, they could show her like younger years at the temple before she became Anakin's Padawan. They could delve a lot more into her time as Fulcrum than they did in Rebels. They got a couple chunks of open time there. Plo Koon. Yes. Thank you, Jared. Plo Koon. Yeah, Plo Koon's dope in the Clone Wars for sure. David B. says, I read an article about Prime Video bringing a new animated Batman being produced by Bruce Timm, who wrote the animated Batman series. Ooh. I wonder, because I saw a tweet from Mark Hamill saying he will only ever do Joker's voice with Conroy. So, obviously, if he was referring to that, he ain't gonna fucking be in it. Jared says, I just say do tales around Plo Koon himself. I mean, I could handle 6 episodes of Plo Koon. Wouldn't bother me in the slightest. Plo Koon's dope. Plo Koon is dope. Has anybody watched the What Ifs? Because there's 2. One yesterday, one today. Has anybody watched those? I have watched them both. I have enjoyed them both. What about you guys, though? Anybody watch the What If? Have you heard about this? Do you know about this? Excuse me, have you watched it? Jared, I watched them a few hours ago. They're solid. David has not watched them. Matt says, I still haven't watched the first What If season. Okay, well, you should. They're not all bangers, but it's mostly bangers. And these first 2 episodes of season 2 are also pretty damn good. Jared says, then I watched the last 2 from season 1, which are 2 epic episodes. Yes, they are. Daniel says, first one, yes. Second one is queued up for later. All right. Well, all I will say is I highly recommend them. I definitely think they're dope. Like, honestly, out of just going off the title list that they came out with, the only one I'm skeptical about is that fucking What If Happy Saved Christmas. But they've been saying it's kind of Die Hard-like, so that gives me a little bit of hope, but just like on its face, why? So many things you could do with What If, and What If Happy Saved Christmas is what you fucking come up with. So I just hope that's good. Because on the face of it, Brooke says, What If is pretty good. I plan on hopefully starting to watch What If Season 2 episodes tonight. Matt Cave says, looks really cool. Got to find time to just sit down and binge watch it. Yes. They're like half-hour episodes, so... I mean, it's going to take a little chunk of time. How many episodes are in the first season? Is it 8 or 10? Anybody remember offhand? I don't remember offhand. Sometimes you just got to shake it off. Shake it off. But yeah, I think What If, I'm enjoying What If. I enjoyed a vast majority of season 1 of What If. Almost feel like I should go back and give that shit a rewatch. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. But Matt Cave says, got my son started on Cobra Kai yesterday. He started season 2 today, and he's loving it. Cool. I've heard so many good things about that show. I haven't watched it. I've been a slacker on that. I've been a slacker on like all the bomb-ass Netflix shows. I mean, I've still got like 5 or 6 shows sitting in my fucking list that I haven't even watched the most recent season of. I just can't get into shows lately. Like, not like that. I don't know why. Brooke says, random side note, watched a few lore vids on Elden Ring. Oh, the Elden Ring bosses. Pretty interesting stuff. And Cobra Kai is awesome. Cool. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Elden Ring. And a lot of good things about Cobra Kai. And a lot of good things about Stranger Things, which I also haven't watched. So... Daniel says, man, I'm so far behind on shows and movies. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. You know what else I'm far behind on? A fresh drink. All right. Time to lose some viewers. I'll be back shortly. I'm going to go grab me a drinky drink. And then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it all when it comes to Marvel, because they've had some shit this week. And we will get into all of it when I return. I'm back, baby. All right. And also, Freshie, cheers. Ooh, I got some chat to catch up with. Allow me to scroll, please. Okay, here we go. Matt said, right as I was leaving, my recommendation is get in the mood by rewatching Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, then dive into Cobra Kai. You're talking the Ralph Macchio ones, right? I assume. Or was there only 2 of his? No, there was 3 for him. Brooke says, yeah, Netflix has some good stuff. Watched a few episodes of this one Netflix show, The Bodyguard. Pretty cool, about a former veteran protecting the UK Home Secretary who has controversial policies. Ooh. Brooke also says, I'm behind on some games still for a huge backlog to play. Yeah, bro, everything's a backlog nowadays, like I swear. Yeah, Karate Kid 2 was dope on Okinawa. Laura says, I have a lot of food to prepare tomorrow. I am still thinking of trying to start For All Mankind tomorrow, but can't really watch it in the kitchen. Yeah, facts. David wants to know if that's the show with Robb Stark from the Game of Thrones. Brooke says, for Elden Ring, I haven't fought this boss yet, but there's one called Astel, Nature Born of the Void. Literally a Lovecraftian type boss with a very interesting backstory. Nice. David B's. Oh, okay. Brooke believes that's the show. Only 4 episodes into that show since I've been busy with other stuff. Yeah, feel that shit. Matt says, I haven't really played much of games like Elden Ring and the Souls games. I have the Demon Souls remake, but only played a little. David B says, yep, it's a really good show. Laura says, cheers. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I did it first. All right. Are you ready? It is time to discuss the Marvel. And first thing we are going to address is, of course, the biggest piece of news that happened all this week, and it happened at the beginning of the week. So I've been chomping at the bit to get at this myself. And that is the guilty verdicts for Mr. Jonathan Majors and his firing, and what the fuck they're going to do now. So first things first, let's deal with Mr. Majors. As I understand it, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this, he was being tried on 4 counts. He ended up being convicted on the 2 lesser counts. As I understand it, the 2 larger counts basically dealt with intent, like he meant to, and then the lesser 2 counts were more of he was fucking around recklessly and she ended up getting hurt, but he did not mean it. He was found not guilty on the ones where he would have meant it, and was convicted of the ones where he was being reckless and thereby unintentionally, but still caused harm. But he would have needed 4 not guilties in order to still have a job. But the word is that had he gotten all the not guilties, he would actually still have his job. Now, those are the faxes. Matt says, Brooke said, oh yeah, for Marvel, I really wish they could release more major films for 2024, just Deadpool 3. Like, there's so much writing on that film. Yeah, I know. I made a video about it, which you watched and commented on. Thank you so much. Matt Cave says, I didn't watch yet, but I saw some videos in my feed saying Kang is being recast and possibly by John Boyega. No idea how much truth is behind that. Well, there is a lot of buzz about him potentially being recast. Boyega's name's been brought up, but he himself has smashed that. He actually smashed that last month in an interview. Like, how interviewers like to play the what if game. Like, what if they do need a new king? Would you be wanting to do it? He's like, hell nah. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. Oh, wait, that doesn't mean he's British. Like, bloody hell no. Well, I ain't getting back into that shit. Or whatever. But yeah. But of course, we know actors. They lie like fuck. See Andrew Garfield in No Way Home and Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh, yeah. Yes, Merry Christmas. Daniel says, on Kendall Stream, we went through a whole list of people. No clue who would want to step in. Well, see, that's a whole nother thing. Like, I was watching Roka the other day on the hot mic with him and Snyder. And he put out the idea that there are going to be very few, if any, black actors who are going to want to take on that role. And not just having to do with the fact that Jonathan Majors is a damn fine actor, which he is. You cannot take that away from him no matter what his off-screen antics are. The dude can fucking act. But there's that problem, and there's the problem where it could be a societal issue where if a black actor stepped in to that role, they could potentially be viewed as saying, it's cool how he got treated because of this. And that was the point Roka made. So honestly, who knows? I mean, someone if they want a king, they'll get a king. Someone's going to take that fucking check. I mean, when the rubber meets the road and you need that dough, you're going to get that dough. But I know some people feel he kind of got screwed. I do not. Trigger warning. I don't. In my life, I am very close to a couple of abuse victims. And, I've been sharing with them what has come out in public regarding Mr. Majors. And it has been confirmed to me that he is a textbook example of a narcissistic abuser. And for me personally, direct from them, that's all I need to hear. I don't care what anyone else says. I don't care what his lawyers say. And by the way, he picked some bad fucking lawyers too. His defense team sucked ass. They didn't do him any favors either. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, outside of Grace Jabari and, any other potential victims that, may still be out there from his past, that are in the know, I'm going to take the word of someone who's been through it over just about anybody else. So, as far as I'm concerned, see ya. They should have been doing Doom anyway. So that's just my own personal take. That's just me. I'm not speaking for anybody else. Laura says, thank you, Chillin'. Oh, you're welcome. And honestly, the dude, I really hope the dude gets some therapy. Like, he ended up out of control enough to tank his fucking career. So, dude needs help. And I honestly hope he gets it. Like, not just for, like, anyone he could potentially, you know, mistreat in the future, but for himself. I mean, some part of him's got to be like, fuck, what am I doing? You know, that part needs more power, and he needs therapy to help get it there. Matt K says, next up on the chopping block is now Vin Diesel. Yeah, I saw that. So far looking like false accusations, but it's early. Yeah. I mean, it's a wait and see with that one. Like, the people I know gave me the first warning when the defense leaked the texts from Jabari to him about the thing, and I was reading them, and I'm like, wow, this sounds like victim speak. And, you know, I showed them, and they're like, yep. That's dead ass exactly everything that we said at one point in time or another. I'm like, motherfucker. And then his text to her and that fucking recording. I'm a great man doing great things. And you're a damn good actor and you're doing cool shit, but, yeah, narcissism out of control. Sorry, bro. Get some fucking help. Brooke Chen says, I like the idea of casting John Hamm or Cillian Murphy for Doom. I think personally John Hamm may be better. He seems to have the right physical build to play a character like Doom. Just real quick, Hollywood could have Cillian Murphy fucking yoked in like 6 months. So, I don't really think his build is an issue, or would be an issue by the time they got cameras rolling anyway. Daniel Fisher says, I'm good with those choices, Brooke, but would love to have someone with an Eastern European look. Yeah. I mean, he does have a Romanian heritage from his mother, because she was a Romanian witch. Not like personality, not like personality, like actual witch. Spellcasting type of witch. Dave B says, they go after Vin Diesel. Can they wait till he's finished the next Riddick, please? I mean, on a completely selfish level, I agree with you. Like, I can't even lie about that. There's a very small part of me that does agree with you, David. So, anyone who needs help should get it. DC should have done more to get Ezra Miller off screen and yeah, they after his first incident, they really should have like hired a permanent 24/7 handler for him. That's another one that needs a lot of help. Matt Cave says, how comic accurate as far as look do you think they will go for Doom this time? I think they're going to go pretty comic accurate. They're definitely not going to pull that shit in like the, I don't know if you want to call it the Fantastic Four 3 or the Fantastic Four reboot or whatever. I don't think they're going to fuck him up like that. I think we're going to get the actual mask. I think we're going to get the green robes. I think we're going to get the armor. I think Doom's going to look good. Like, so far as costume design goes, I pretty much love everything Marvel's done. I'm trying to think of an example that I have not liked, costume-wise, and I can't. So that's one of the few things I'm not worried about when it comes to Doom. I'm pretty sure they'll at least get the look of him right. And I hope DC continues to kick ass with their costumes, because that is definitely one thing the Snyderverse had. Those costumes were dope. But yeah, I think looks wise at least we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a good looking Doom. But the question still is when, and what are they going to do about Kang in the meantime? Well, I'll tell you. Rumors abound. One rumor is that Kang's just going to be the character is just going to be kind of shunted to the background until what is now, as a matter of fact, there's also this little tidbit here. Kang Dynasty is no longer called the Kang Dynasty. It's now being referred to as Avengers 5. So, and the rumor is they're basically just going to shunt the character Kang to the background, throw a mention in here and there, and then we will not see him again till Avengers 5, or like right before that. That's one thing I've heard. Which would not surprise me if true. Because they need time. They need time for the recast. And time is not their friend right now. So, I mean, I think that's the smart way to play it. And the really smart way to play it would be to, while they're shunting Kang to the background, is throwing in a few... I mean, we're supposed to get a post-credit with Doom in it at the end of Fantastic Four. But they need a few more teasers. They need more references. And then when they bring him back, or then when they bring him in, it needs to be him coming in and smashing Kang out of any Kang and all Kangs out of existence. And then stealing some power from either them or the Beyonders or whatever. Or Beyonder Kang, which I think is probably the most likely version of Kang that we're going to get when they finally bring him back, if that rumor's true. And stealing the power of Beyonder Kang, and then, just like he did in the comics, creating Battleworld himself. And I think all that should happen at the end of Avengers 5. And between 5 and 6, which will probably just end up being some sort of Secret Wars Part 1 and 2, we'll have a bunch of Battleworld-based movies, I'm hoping. And then the conclusion of, or New Earth, I guess they're supposed to be calling it. But I hope it'll be a bunch of New Earth shit, and then the conclusion of Secret Wars, and then will come the soft reboot. Matt Cave says, as a casual Marvel fan, the way Loki Season 2 ended, it felt like an ending for Kang. Oh, I guarantee they planned that to be, yeah. So for me, if he didn't come back, I wouldn't really be surprised. I know his story is much bigger, though. He also says, I think most general audiences don't know how much more Kang is supposed to be. I mean, yeah, it's just, we're the ones that know much more about it, but we're also the ones that they should be concentrating on satisfying first anyway, because we're the ones that brought the normies in the first place. Normies wouldn't have given a shit if their geeky friends hadn't been up their ass about it. But yeah, no, I'm sure before the legal trouble started, Loki was probably season 2 was probably going to end a bit differently. I'm sure that got adjusted as a just-in-case scenario. But yeah, they definitely ended Loki season 2 in a way to where Kang is going to be quite easy to ignore. But there's also an opening there for him to bring him back anytime they want as well. So Daniel says, I totally agree. I think the comic purists feel more strongly about this for sure and are screaming the loudest. Oh, yeah. What's funny, though, is the comic purists are totally divided on bringing back Doom. There are those who feel like I'm not that I'm a comic purist, but, you know, just as a Marvel fan in general. I think bringing him back is totally the move. And I completely disagree with the notion that he'd be being shoehorned in or rushed, not given enough time to develop. I mean, Thanos had 5 minutes of screen time before Infinity War and a couple mentions. Fuck that shit. Doom will be just fine with the exact same treatment. Now, would I like him to get more? Fuck yeah! More Doom is never a bad thing. However, I cannot accept the notion that bringing him in even now would constitute shoehorning or rushing him. As bullshit. Sorry. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Matt K says, the thing I want to see more of is whatever that giant smoke monster that was at the end. Oh, fuck off with that smoke monster garbage. No, we're actually going to be getting a Galactus this time. Now, whether it's going to be Javier Bardem or Antonio Banderas is still up in the air. Last I heard, Bardem was still the one they wanted more. But there's been jack squat for Fantastic Four news in quite some time. Now, last I heard, they were supposed to start filming next month. But they still haven't announced the fucking cast yet. And next month is literally in just over a week. So they need to get on letting us know what the fuck's up with that movie. Jared says, have Doom save the day in Kang Dynasty by creating Battleworld. Yes. Then for Secret Wars, he takes the God Emperor role as the big villain. Yes. So I'm saying, he's just like in the comics, he steals the power of what I'm theorizing right now to be Beyonder Kang, based on the theory that we're probably not going to see him till what would have been the Kang Dynasty. So yeah, if they work it like that, like the shit. Well, like the 2015 run, and I can't remember the author's name right now. Total brain fart. Fucking crap. It's annoying me. Anyway. But yeah, so he'll come in, he'll fuck up Beyonder Kang, steal his power, and then do what he did in the comics, which is create Battleworld. And become God Emperor Doom. Daniel Fisher says, I mean, Doom ultimately is the real winner at the end of all this, vis-a-vis Battleworld. So it's not a shoehorn as long as the story is fluid. Correct. Jared says, Javier's Galactus would be epic. Correct. Matt Cave says, ooh, I'd like to see Galactus show up. Well, he's supposed to be in the Fantastic Four movie, along with one of his heralds. And it's looking like that herald is going to be Juno. Which is pissing a lot of Norrin Rad fans off, but they're forgetting, of course, they're also pissed off because of the justifying factor to making it Juno, which is the fact that this Fantastic Four is set not in the 616. By the end of the movie, they're going to end up here. But they don't originate in the 616, which is probably why Kevin thinks he can get away with not doing Norrin Rad in this movie. Because in the comics, in an alternate universe, Galactus Herald was a female Silver Surfer type named Juno. Jared N says, it's too bad Jonathan Majors as Beyonder King would be super cool. Yeah. I mean, there's enough dope black actors out there that I'm sure they can find one to be badass for one movie. I think they should be able to... I would hope they'd be able to manage that much. I would hope. But yeah. And then there's another scenario out there. Like I said, I did a video about this, but let's talk about it a little now. The only Marvel cinematic feature we are getting next year is Deadpool 3. And I'm not 100 on this, but I think it is going to be called Deadpool and Wolverine. Don't quote me on that one, though, yet. There's just some rumblings I've seen on the interwebs. Hold on. There we go. Whoops. But, what the fuck was I just talking about before I had a neck cramp? Oh, but yeah, I mean, I would hope it wouldn't be too hard to find One dude who can be badass enough for one movie. Oh, yeah. Also, yes, Deadpool. That's what I was talking about, was Deadpool. But yeah, that's all we get next year, cinematically wise, from Marvel. Everything else is going to be a show. We get Echo next month. Supposedly we get Agatha, whatever the fuck title they decided to go with, later next year. What else are we supposed to get? I know there's something else. But yes, other than Deadpool, it's just shows that I think most of which we're not going to give too much of a shit about, or not excited about anyway. So yeah, there is a shit ton riding on Deadpool. Like I said, I made a video about this. Dropped it like 3 days ago. But what the fuck happens to Marvel if Deadpool fails? Like, Deadpool is literally in a position to either be bomb-ass enough to get us through till 2025, or it could stick Deadpool's katana right through the heart of the MCU and fucking kill it. Daniel Fisher says, Daredevil and Ironheart got pushed back. When is Armor Wars is going to be a movie, and that was not even on the 2025 slate. So unless they do a lot of unless they do a lot of juggling, the earliest we'll see that motherfucker is like 26. X-Men 97, an animated Spider-Man. Yes. Which they changed that from Spider-Man freshman year to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Prez, what's going on, man? Jared N. Deadpool kills the MCU. Very well could be. And not the comic storyline. It could just fucking happen. How you doing, Prez? Welcome. We're talking about some Marvels. Well, not the movie, but Marvel. That's what I get for trying to be funny. Anyway. Yeah, we're talking about the Marvel. And how they're going to have to reshuffle things now that Majors is fired. And how basically the future of the entire MCU is riding on Deadpool 3. Matt Cave says, I think the only way Deadpool 3 fails is if Ryan Reynolds loses the control he had for the prior two. He knows his stuff with that character, and studios need to allow it to be what it needs to be. This, yes, I 100% agree with that, Matt. 100% agree. Prez says, pretty good, man. How you doing? Well, I'll tell you what, bro. I've been doing a lot better since I tested negative for the COVID and it being over with for the last couple days. Prez says, Marvel is doomed without Doom. You're right. I won't argue with that. Some people probably would, but I am not one of them. Doom is essential, but before Doom, Deadpool 3 needs to succeed. And for me, I think Deadpool needs to crack a Billy. Like, it needs to be that fucking popular. And it needs to crack a Billy in order to keep Marvel rolling into 2025. If it's not popular enough, at least in my mind, if it's not popular enough to do that, it won't be popular enough to keep people into Marvel, or at least nowhere near as many people, into 2025 for the upcoming Marvel features then. I know that seems pretty fucking harsh, but at least in my mind, that's the spot Marvel is in right now. They don't just need good shit. They need an epic banger. And since Deadpool 3 is the only cinematic feature we get next year, Deadpool 3 needs to be an epic banger. Matt Cave says, I don't know if you ever saw any of the Marvel Fortnite season, but Doom was awesome in it. He took over an entire section of the map and was a tough boss fight too. Now I heard about the Marvel Fortnite season. I heard a lot of people saying many good things about it. I didn't know they had Doom in there doing that. But that's dope. I mean, that from everything I know about Doom, that seems to follow. Had his own little battle world in Fortnite. Why am I not surprised? Or his own little Latveria in Fortnite. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Laura says, so happy to hear that you're on the mend. Yeah. Thank you. I'm happy to be on the mend. Like, the only thing I've got is just a little bit of lagging energy issues, but other than that, I'm golden. Jared says, I think it needs to be pushing 1.2, 1.3 Billy. 1 Billy should be guaranteed, to be honest. You'd think. I mean, this is the first time Deadpool will officially be in the MCU. It's Ryan Reynolds and fucking Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I mean, just that enough right there. That enough right there. That right there should be enough to be a $1 billion movie. If this was 2 years ago, it would probably be almost a $2 billion movie. But that's why I'm setting the threshold at $1 billion. For it to be enough of a success to keep enough people interested in Marvel so that 2025 can, continue the road back. And I go into a lot more detail in the video about, numbers and how they could get there and, opening weekend comparisons and all that kind of fun shit. So if you have not watched it, go watch it. Should be right at the top of the list in the video section. It's the most recent one I've done. So, go into a lot more detail on that one. But, yeah. If it ain't a Billy, it ain't going to do it, I don't think. If that movie don't fly, the MCU gonna die. And unfortunately, I don't think that's hyperbole. I'm not even being hyperbolic when I say that. I think that's the God's honest truth. Could I be wrong? Fuck yeah. Quite easily. It happens to me all the fucking time. All the time. But that's just how I feel about Deadpool 3. Jared says MOM did almost $1 billion. Thor 4 did like what, 750 million? I think Deadpool cleans up for sure. I mean, yeah. MOM, did they crack 900? I think they cracked 900. Thor 4 did 750 before people knew what it was. I mean, I think it does too, but I also think it's a necessity. Prez says, have you watched the 2 What If episodes yet? Yes. Me and the wife are about to throw them on. Good. You should. I think you will enjoy them a lot. Daniel says, are we going to do the if it bombs, they gone bit again? No, because I don't think Feige will get fired if Deadpool 3 bombs. However, I'm going to have to start fucking going in on him. Like, hard. Like, I'm with Josh. I love me some Feige. I love everything he did through Endgame. I don't know what the fuck he's been doing the last couple of years, but he needs to knock it the fuck off. So, but I'm having a hard time, like, dealing with what he is apparently, like, willfully doing. Like, I've tried to be like, okay, well, he was stretched way too thin in Phase 4. This excuse, that excuse, but the more news comes out, the more it looks like this shit's been kind of his idea the whole time, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, no, I'm not going to get into that bit, but I am going to... Yeah, I mean, if Deadpool 3 bombs, I'm going to have to start questioning his legitimacy at that point. I think. I mean, if Deadpool 3 can't handle the business, then I mean, what the fuck hope is there for anything else? I mean, Avengers 5 and 6 are like 3 and 4 years away. At least. With all the shit they still want to do, who knows? They might get bumped another year each. It might be 27, 28 before we see those motherfuckers. They're not going to have a fan base left by then if they don't deliver bangers. And Deadpool 3 is the only chance for a banger they have next year. Like, just based on the timing and where they're at right now, that's the only way I see it. Like, I can't see a lack of popularity with Deadpool 3 not killing the MCU, or essentially killing the MCU. They'll still have the diehards. There will always be diehards for every franchise, but in terms of mass or broad spectrum appeal, done. And then we will only have, at least at that point in time, James Gunn to rely on. At least until Cavill gets to work and gets both the Warhammer and the Highlander out. They'll be dope. I'm going to still have the boys, if you're into the boys. It does take a special kind of personality to be able to enjoy the boys, though. That shit is extra as fuck. Jared says, I think Feige is totally safe through Secret Wars. Oh, yeah. After that, it's debatable, but I want to see him handle the X-Men and Doctor Doom. Well, supposedly, we're going to be getting actual MCU X-Men sooner than we originally thought. Again, that's got something to do with, Mr. Majors being toast. They're not going to be able to do anywhere near as much Kang, so they're going to have to fill that shit in with something. So, yeah. And that's something else. Like, he's got to handle them right from jump. He has used up all his room for error. Feige. He has used up all of it. He's in one and done land. One more fuck up and bye-bye to your franchise. Not necessarily that he's going to get fired or that the MCU will disappear, but it will never again be what it once was. Which be a goddamn shame. Same as Star Wars. Says, and that's great. The X-Men should be popping up in What If. Why are they in F4 in Multiverse of Madness but not the animated What If? I don't know. That's just but one of the many questions that Feige is forcing us to ask nowadays. One of the many. But basically all of them at the most primal level of the question comes down to this. The fuck are you doing, Kev? Have you literally allowed that robot at the end of She-Hulk to actually take over? Is X-Men 97 still coming, Madass? Yes, it is. We're getting that and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, formerly known as Spider-Man Freshman Year. Jared says, not popping up in live action makes some sense with contracts and casting and all that. Yeah. But animation seems to be fair game. As far as I know, they wouldn't have any, I don't think they have any character issues like they do with Spider-Man still with Sony. with the Fantastic Four and Doom. I'm pretty sure Marvel has them. Especially now that they bought Fox. So, yeah, I have no idea. Justin says Feige is cooked at this point. I would say he's depends on how well done you like your meat. I would say he's medium rare right now. Jared says, I have faith after reading that MCU book. It reignited your faith in Feige. Justin, no! He's not completely cooked yet, but he's definitely ready to be flipped over. He's done on one side. That is for sure. It's time to flip that mofo. See what the fuck happens. Hopefully a tasty treat. Pause. But yeah. We're getting there. I don't think he's quite cooked, but he's way closer than I ever thought and definitely wanted him to be. Way closer than I ever wanted him to be, and way closer than I ever thought he would be. It's crazy how different cooking and being cooked is. Yeah. Yeah, you're either the one putting the stuff in the pot or you're just in the pot. Daniel says, do we put the coke and the weed under the tree is another question. Yeah, if you don't watch The Nerds Underground on Mondays and Thursdays, you will not understand that joke. So, you should. That is Kendall and Justin's show that they do together, and they're actually pretty fucking badass. So, y'all should definitely check that shit out. As far as I know, Jay, my chat's pretty open if you want to drop a link to Kendall's channel, since he's the host. You understood that? Yeah, well, yeah, I've seen you in Kendall's chat before. I don't think everyone here has been to his chat, though. That's all. So yeah, Marvel's got some stuff. I don't think all hope is lost, but between for sure having to reshuffle stuff with no Kang, only having Deadpool 3 in theaters next year, all the stupid shit they've done up till this point, and some of the stupid ass rumors we've heard about choices they're making with stuff we haven't seen yet. What am I drinking? Jack Daniels and the Diet Coke. I have to drink Diet Pop. I gotta keep my moobs in check. Justified says, Jared, when these rumors come out that he's making these weird decisions and making changes that will not service the character nor the actual actor is where I'm losing all faith in Feige. I mean, that's justified. But no, it's that's legit, bro. That's completely fair. I'm not as far gone in the loss of faith as you are yet. But my faith has been shaken harder than a mojito. Or a shake weight. Or stripper titties. Or twerking cheeks. It's been shaken. I am not happy about it. But I have not lost all hope. Not yet. And he's got some big titles to handle yet. Like I said, we got Deadpool 3. And then Captain America 4. What else comes out in 25? There's like 4 fucking things. Cap 4. Shit. I know Thunderbolts is supposed to come out, but that's towards the end of the year. What the fuck else is supposed to come out next year? Shake Me Like a Monkey, Dave Matthews Band. Jared says, I get that for sure. I just think that these are early rumors and everything is in a total shuffle right now. So the rumor's just not holding much weight for me. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, these are coming from these aren't 4chan rumors. They're actually coming from like people with a track record. But there is also time to make changes too. So Justified says, at this point, he's almost making KK level decisions. Yeah, almost. I still have way more faith in him than KK, but geez. Like the Pedro rumor, it would have been not as bad if he doesn't say the Fantastic Four is too Mayo, allegedly. Yeah. Yeah, there's no argument there. I mean, it's you got to make your decisions story first. And then work in everything else after that. Organically. Shang-Chi 2? No, that's 26 or 25, I think. Damn it. Hold on. Now I've annoyed myself. La-da-da-da-da. Marvel movies 2024. Or sorry, 25. Duh. Stupid ass. Okay. Oh no, it is next year. It is. Yeah, 2025. Yeah, fantastic. So, Brave New World in February, Fantastic Four in May, Thunderbolts July, Blade in November. Okay. So, yeah, those are the 4. Is Nova still a thing? Nova's been shelved. Nova has been shelved. Jared N says, the Young Avengers decision is crazy. I get it, but no one wants that. That is correct. And yeah, if he actually said that, that's whack. But I'm also not mad about Pedro. Not my pick for Reed, but I think he's world class. I think he can do it. I mean, should Kevin have used that as reasoning to choose Pedro? No. At least not as the main focus of choosing Pedro. It should have been like, okay, who will make the best Reed? Wow, it actually is Pedro Pascal. Dope. Now I can do inclusion as well. Daniel says, I legit can't keep track of this anymore. I know, right? And that's why I don't watch a bunch of shows. I'm too busy trying to keep track of this shit. Like, that's the thing. You got to do story first before you worry about anything else. And that's not just so it's palatable to all the fucking black pills out there crying like little bitches. It's because, one, that's how you make a good fucking, feature. 2, by making ass features and like while promoting inclusion, guess what you're doing? You're fucking up the people you're supposedly trying to help. That's what you're doing. You're not just fucking up movies. You're fucking over the people you're trying to help. Brooke says, I don't think doing Young Avengers is a good idea unless Feige has some master plan to make it really amazing. It's a complete fucking waste of time. There's 0 point to doing Young Avengers Unless you're going to do, what is that, Children's Crusade? And you need Magneto for that. And Wanda. Jared says, I don't mind Sue leading the F4. I think she's interesting and got the best powers. Now, the X-Men Magneto story is interesting, but I'm not mad about his absence if he's getting his own film. Well, see, that the no Magneto thing ended up just being a troll. Daniel Rickman was trolling people with that one. So that is not a definite thing at all. We could still very well be getting Magneto. And fucking should be. As for Sue leading the she's not going to be leading the team per se. It's just the movie is going to be told through her lens. From her perspective. With the focus being on her feelings and reactions to what happens in the movie. It's not that she's going to be leading the team. That's still going to be Reed. As far as I know. She's just going to be the lead of the movie. Not necessarily the actual team itself inside of the movie. Oh, and by the way, I think Blade's probably going to get pushed. I think we're going to end up only getting 3 movies in 2025. I feel like Blade's going to end up getting pushed to 26. Pod Racing Palpatine, what is happening? It's been a minute. Welcome in. Justin says, I'm with you. I like the Pedro pick, but if that's really why he picked him, then that's when I have an issue. And I don't like that they are focusing or forcing Young Avengers at all. But they need to find some. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, pick your people because they fit the character first, and then, everything else second. Or if you're going to put other things before fitting the character first, don't fucking say it. Kevin. Keep your goddamn mouth shut. Ugh. How you doing, Palps? How you been? Haven't seen you in a minute anywhere. Not in my stream, not in other people's chats. How you been? Justin says, kind of balance between having male and female leads. It's annoying, but they can't find good balance between them both. Yeah, they definitely lack balance, which is the major issue. If they'd been balanced this whole time, then, yeah, we wouldn't be anywhere near, they wouldn't be anywhere near the fucking hole they're in right now. But they didn't. They just went, whoop-ah! Just whoosh. And, yeah. Now it's a big fucking problem. Daniel says, Haley Steinfeld can recruit me. I can't argue with that. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if she wanted to handle my arrow shaft. There you go, Justin. That one was for you. She can do the same to you too, right? Right? But yeah, Young Avengers is a fucking waste of time. I don't understand. It is so not even remotely necessary for this saga. I mean, technically, you need a King variant for that. You need Iron Lad. Which brings to mind something I heard that I cannot talk about yet. Pod Racing says, love that backdrop. Thank you. Nice pop figure. Oh, yeah, my Palpatine up there. Oh, dude. Have you ever seen Bitty Pops? Man, I suck at this holding shit up to the camera thing. But yeah, have you ever seen Bitty Pops? These are Bitty Pops. Motherfucker. There we go. But yeah, this was a Target exclusive Palpatine. It was a little lightnings. This was a gift. Those were a gift. Got knocked out with about a space flu, but I'm all good now. Yeah, bro, I had the COVID last week. From last Friday till from Friday last week till just this past Thursday. Sierra Nevada celebration? What the fuck is in that, dude? You have 2 sets of Bitty Pops, and that always happens to YouTube, right? Those damn things don't want to fucking stay put. Matt Cave says, gotta head out. Hope you all having an awesome holiday weekend. Smash that like button, and I will see everyone down in the cave in the new year. May the force be with you always. You too, man. So wait, you're not gonna broadcast? You're not doing retroing next Wednesday on the 27th? Murr, happy Christmas. Hey, Murr, how you doing? Is this actually you, or is this just Rob on your account for some reason? But yeah. You too, Matt. Have a good holiday weekend. I hope you and the fam have a good old time, a nice healthy time. And yeah, we'll see you later, bro. Much love to you, man. Thanks for coming in. Danny says it's a fresh hop beer Sierra Nevada puts out every holiday season. I love it. It's me. Well, how you doing, girl? Miss you guys. Okay, taking a holiday break from streaming. Yep, next way back Wednesday will be January 3rd. You know what, bro? I don't blame you at all. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your family time. Enjoy it all, brother. Enjoy it all. Faux show. Rob says I have my own communication devices, sir. Welcome, my brother. Good night, Matt. So is everybody ready for the rest of this weekend? Doing okay, Ishmer says, wanting to know when the hell you're coming to Vegas. Yeah, I'd like to know when the hell I'm coming there, too. I'd like to know that, too. We gotta figure that shit out. I know we don't gotta worry about a hotel and stuff, but, you know. We got stuff too. Anywho. Are we all ready for the holiday weekend? Foods? Do we know what we're making? Is everything wrapped up? All that good shit? Nice. Very nice. Rob's 50th, right? Well, that's year after next, because that's when I turn 50. When my hand stops shaking. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. This is for Rob. Everybody, this is only for Rob. Euro meat and carrots? What the fuck are you even talking about now? Yeah, but that definitely can make it out for Rob's 50th. That gives me like 2 years to plan that. Well, 15 months. You're about to be gone too. Awesome talk. Thanks, man. Definitely rewatch as well. Booyah. Happy holiday. Happy holidays to you too, Brooke, man. Have a great night. Actually, it's about that time for us all to depart. I know y'all just got here. My lovelies, Rob and Murr, but you got here late. So, I love you guys. You know I do, but it's about time to go. It's about time to go. I asked about Christmas food. Oh, yeah, Euro meat and carrots. Okay. Cool. Here's hoping we get good Star Wars and Marvel stuff next year as well. And have a great night, everyone. Thanks, Brooke. Yes, I agree. I mean, even if it's not good, hopefully we just don't fucking hate it. You had Jason there? Nice. How's he doing? Watched you during the gift exchange. Oh, cool. Thank you. Go Betty bye. Well, I won't be going to bed immediately, but yeah. It won't be that long either. How is Jason doing anyway? Didn't he have some health stuff with his feet or something? Diabetes feet? Am I misremembering? I'm probably misremembering. Telling us about you and chicken. Oh, God, that's an ancient-ass story. I thought he told that to you years ago. Right, yeah. Much love to you all today. Yep, that's the Josh, all right. Don't tell him I did that. Especially don't tell him I did it better. Rob says, happy holidays to all. Be on the safe side of memorable stories. Yeah, that's fucking preaching right there, buddy. Hell yeah. Everyone, be safe this holiday weekend, man. There are plenty of assholes out there who can, they can go on ahead and damage themselves. You stay away from them, motherfuckers. But he also has heart shit going on. Oh, damn. Damn, like bad heart shit? Just text me. Or something. Jared says, Laura says, good night, Merry Christmas. Good night to you, madam. Jared says, peace. Good to see y'all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Always good to see you as well. Whether on my stream or any of the other chats that we both frequent, of course. All right, everybody. It is time to Gizzo. If you did not hit that like button on your way in, hit it on your way out. Also, if you are lurking, because I definitely don't have 13 people in my chat talking all at once right now. So if you be lurking and you have not yet hit that subscribe button, hit that shit too, and that notification bell. That way you know anytime I go live, which is every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you'll also know anytime I drop a video, which I'm good for generally at least one a week, sometimes two, just depends. Love you too, Mer and Rob. And yeah, so like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch all my stuff, leave comments. Thank you, Daniel. You know, all that good stuff that'll make the algorithm notice me so we can grow this nice chill community we have. You know? Help me with that algorithm, y'all. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need your help so bad with that nasty old algorithm. Okay, I'm done with that silly shit. But yeah, all right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shizola. And one last thing. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And always remember this fact. This one fact. And it will help you. And that is that there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement. Much love, y'all. See you next Saturday for, well, pretty much a year-end wrap-up. Because New Year's Eve is until Sunday. So it won't be an impinging on anything. All right. Much love. See you next Saturday. Maybe middle of the week. I might quest like I did this week. We'll see. I still haven't decided if that's going to be a regular thing yet or not. It might. At least semi-regular. I can commit to semi-regular. So check that out if it pops up. But yeah. And remember, much love. And there's always a good time to be had when you are right here with me and our friends here in the chat. When we are having the good time that can always be had. When you are chilling right here in the basement. Much love, y'all. Oh, yeah. I think that was fun. I think we all had fun. I know I had fun, but I always have fun. But it was fun. Did you guys have fun? I hope you had fun. And I hope you guys have a great and safe holiday. Please, be safe. But have all the fun you possibly can at the same time. Eat a lot of yummy food. I hope everyone gets cool gifts, or at least, or whatever brings you the most satisfaction this time of year. I hope you get. I'll just put it that way. Different things have different importance levels to different people. So, but yeah, I hope you are happy with what you with whatever makes you the happiest this time of year, and be safe out there. Much love to all y'all. Now get the hell out of my basement and get back to your families and do holiday stuff.